Yo, what's up, guys? So, as I mentioned in the last email, or if you're looking at this over on YouTube and you stumbled upon this, this is just a diagram that I've created to demonstrate and to help people visualize where they at along their journey. So, as a physical therapist, I get the privilege to work with a lot of different people, and it's not always people who are injured. It's actually sometimes people who are feeling pretty good, but they're just getting setbacks, or maybe they're actually pain free, but they just want to improve their performance. They want to keep improving. They want to maintain what they already have, etc. So this is just a pyramid of different levels, and everybody that really comes to see me can really classify themselves, or I can help show them where they're at based on their history, their presentation of symptoms, what they're feeling, and how we kind of evaluate their injury, or where they're at physically. So, and this also has a great deal. It also depends a lot on what their goals are. Okay, so what are their goals? This also can come into play and help figure out where they are, where they need to go. So yeah, I mean, obviously, the bottom level here, the red level, is the injured level, and it's the injured golfer. And look, really, you can put on the right side of this pyramid, you can put whatever you want. Like you can put golfer, you can put baseball player, you can put um, like desk worker, you can put CrossFitter, husband, wife, whatever you want to put. This kind of still stays the same across the spectrum. And these things on the left and on the right are pretty consistent. So injured golfer, someone comes in and they come to me or they call me and they say, "Look, I can't really swing a club because my back is just hurting. It's just hurting too bad, or I can't run because my knee just won't let me." Uh, for a golfer, a lot of times it is a back, uh, lower back issues and pain and injuries. In golfers, that's one of the highest, the most common injuries in golfers. So for a low back patient, yeah, they're going to come in. Hey, look, I can't really play. I can't walk on the course. I really want to walk on the course, but I can't because as soon as I start to walk, and maybe it's the third hole, I get this lower back pain and stiffness, and I can even feel it down my leg. Or maybe it's someone who is just like every time they play, they just cannot play a pain-free round, and so they just stop playing. And they tell me, "Hey, I haven't played in like a month or 2 months or a couple of weeks because I just don't want to just face the pain. It just feels better not to play." So, this that's kind of what their symptoms are, right? So, and for me, talking to them and figuring out what's going on, this is kind of what I see. So that is their physical perception of the physical pain. So that's a perception and their symptoms of the physical pain. But what I see is much more. What I see is there's also psychological factors and social factors. So psychological factors being like they're scared, like you may be not really understanding what's going on with your body, why you have this pain on one side of your back, or why you have this pain on both sides of your back. Why is there tingling? Why is there numbness? Why does it hurt only whenever you sit down versus whenever you're standing up? So you're kind of freaking out, like you don't know what's going on, and all you want is really just answers. The next one is social factors, and you can put psychosocial together, but social factors. So a lot of times for golf, right? For me and a lot of people that I work with, like golf is a game of community that brings people together. Whether you're playing with one person or you're playing with a bunch of people, or you're a member at a club and you have a good social group there that your friends are there. You like to talk with, you like to shoot it with, like whatever it is, there's an effect from that injury, and the longer you stay away from that, the more it affects you. It affects you on a psychosocial level, and that can be a lot of times what we have to like what's really underlying the injury. yeah, the injury sucks, like the pain sucks, but really it's like you just want to just get out there and play and be with your friends, be with your community of people, and enjoy the game and just feel like accomplished because maybe you're competitive and you're trying to get your score lower, etc. So that is symptoms of the injured golfer. And pain level, whatever, like from 0 to 10, might be 7 to 10. All right, it might be even 3, whatever that person's pain level is. So for me and for you, like how do you get from injured to the next level of the progression or the next level? And for me, it's education. It's like actually going into treatment. It's modification of some things. It's a plan. It's controlling. So what I mean by that is educating you on what's going on. So after we figure out like what is exactly causing the pain that you're feeling, and to help you understand why it is, like why you're feeling that, like why does it hurt whenever you walk, for like more than 20 minutes, or why does it hurt whenever you bend down and tie your shoes? Why does it hurt whenever you, after or why does it hurt whenever you swing your wedge instead of your driver, or backwards, whatever it may be? It's helping you figure out why. That helps you understand. That addresses some things. Additionally, all right, now that we figured out what's going on, we can create a plan. All right, we can create a plan to help get you back or get you to the next level to progress you. And a lot of that is just trying to lower the pain. All right, so to actually minimize the discomfort you're feeling. And then from there, we can start to get you back to actually doing some things without pain. And also modification. So some things might be modified. So if you can't swing a club right now, maybe we might not swing a club right now. Maybe we just focus on actually moving right, moving pain-free, moving in the correct way. And then we'll slowly start to expose you to some swings. All right. One thing I hate is, like, for a golfer, hate to see this, is whenever someone gets pain, they stop playing, they feel a little bit better, but then they immediately just go back to swinging like 100 like swings on the range, and then they flare it up again. So there's a progression. There's like a graded exposure that needs to happen. But the biggest thing here is just like education, helping you understand, starting some treatment as soon as you feel the pain, like getting treatment done on it. Because the longer you wait, the more time you are away from your sport, but also the more time that injury can affect other things. I don't want to go into it right now, but that's something that we talk about for an evaluation, if that ever comes to that, or if I ever see a patient for an evaluation. But we want to, like, get on top of this injury, this pain, as fast as we can to help get you back. But also, it also helps speed up recovery too. The longer you wait, this is like the longer it takes for you to get back. So that's the first level. Hope that made sense. And if you have a question, you can surely send me an email, or shout it out to me in message, or call me. I'd love to talk to you about it. Now, the second level is roller coaster. So roller coaster golfer. You can probably imagine what this is. I was thinking about it like a roller coaster. It's unpredictable. You have ups and you have downs. You think you're feeling pretty good, but you still have pain every now and then. Now, this is like inconsistent. So so you get relief. So maybe this is someone that might be seeing me within 1 to 2 weeks after seeing me. Generally, I can get people to feel better after 2 weeks, or within 2-week time frame. They feel better. It doesn't mean that they are better. So feeling better and actually being better is different things. So a lot of times people will get symptomatic relief. Even when they don't see me, they get symptomatic relief. But the issue, the problem, the cause of the injury is not fixed and hasn't been addressed yet. So once they go back, or once they start doing something else, they'll get a setback, and that also sets them back to help to affecting the physical and the psychosocial factors. So the plan here really is to try to hone in after the pain and the inflammation. You're moving better. You can start to address the problems and start to move along that plan to help get you more mobile, more independent, more active, whatever it is for you. So we want to address the problems, not the symptoms. at this stage. That's how we're going to get you from roller coaster, from going up and down to actually having maybe like a linear progression, or maybe in some cases an exponential improvement. So, and everybody's different. So that's really the key. And that could be a really frustrating level with people, you know, yeah, maybe like I decreased my, the number of times I play a week. So maybe I don't play 3 times a week. I play 1 time a week. But as soon as I maybe bump it up to 2, like it starts to feel weird. Or maybe whenever I really start to swing, it's like, or I play around, it's like just it hits me so hard, and I can't play for another 2 weeks. So those are some common things that I hear. This is like a really key level because it can get you. It really sets the tone. So in this stage is like, you know, a lot of times physical therapists or chiropractors or physicians or anybody who's really treating you for pain, a lot of times they'll stop you after you get out of the roller coaster level. And this is not the point where I want to see patients leave me. I want to get them to the injury-free level. And you know, this is a dangerous level if you stop here, or if you're in this level, because you can easily go down back to injury. You could really flare it up and be back where you started, because a lot of times the problem really isn't fixed. And that's the key thing here, just focusing on what the issue is. Like, is it your swing? Like, it's not just your body. Like, what can we do in your swing that can really help set you up for success? So what can we do for your body and your swing that can complement each other to help maybe limit that swing characteristic that I talked about in the previous email. So maybe you're coming over the top. How can we improve your body? How can we get you to move in that position without pain, but also do it right and hold your posture right? Okay, so there's a lot of things that can be addressed here, and it's just getting the problems fixed. All right. So now that you're graduated from roller coaster, you're at tentative golfer. All right. Tentative golfer, like these are my people who are probably 80% better. All right. Maybe about 70% to 90% better, or 95% better. All right. So like, and maybe even 100% better, but they're able to get back into golf. Right. So we've graded them. We had some graded exposure. We started to hit on the range. We started to get them back to actually maybe playing around, maybe 9 holes, and they're doing well. Okay, maybe let's say we get them to 9 holes, and they don't really have pain while they're playing. But as soon as they start to do 18, it's just too much. Like from 9 to 18 is too much. Or maybe like some people, like they stop taking care of the bodies. They stop doing the exercise and the body care and the self-care that they need to be doing to maintain what they've gained with me or with someone else. And as soon as they spike up the intensity, that their problem starts to kind of show its face. All right, so their back pain starts to show its ugly face, and you start to feel that again. All right, now you can easily just jump back into the roller coaster level, or if you don't pay attention and you really increase the intensity, you can go all the way down to injured, and you're gonna start back over again. So no, this is also a key level. I mean, all the levels are key. Like I think this is a really good example of like the progression of where you need to go if you're injured. And like, yeah, sure. Like, can someone go from injured to tentative fairly quickly? Yeah. Like, can the roller coaster level be shortened? Absolutely. Can you go from injured golfer to injury-free golfer just like that? No. It's a process. So this is what shows. This is an example of the process. Okay, there's no quick fixes. I wish there was. I would love to give them to you if you're feeling pain, but this is a process. So, and I mean, like, that's like the plan and the process is going to help, right? So getting the entire body, addressing the entire body, and how you move. You know, like getting you in a good fitness regimen here. You know, like improving not only your T-spine mobility for your low back, but also improving, making sure your hip mobility is right, and making sure your core is engaged, Also getting with your golf professional or your teaching pro, whoever it is you're getting lessons from, and also communicating with them what's going on. So this is like a really key point, because you can not just see, you cannot just see improvements in like how you're feeling, but you can see improvements in how you're playing. So you might get to where you're starting to like get just as good as you were before the injury. So after you get out of this level, you get to injury free, right? So this is where you get your continuous improvement. People are playing well, they're doing well, they're feeling well. Like they just want to figure out how they can increase their level of play, how they're feeling, etc. And this is where your high level training comes in. This is where people like Full Torque Fitness and Dan Shipman can take you to the next level, right? So you're getting specific training for golf fitness, and this is where they can set you up. So when people enter this level, like, hey, yeah, like they either go to Full Torque Fitness, they stay with me, or if they're not a golfer, they go to that specific provider for that. All right, and this is where you get coaching. You get your injury prevention in. Like for people that I see, like whether they get in training with me or they get in training with Dan and Full Torque Fitness or someone else, this is where like I like to see them on a maintenance package. I like to see them maybe once a month, like come in, get checked out, make sure we're still going on that right path, make sure there's no declines, make sure your soft tissue and you can recover. This is a great point, like a well put together plan and program is good. Like getting your whole medical staff and training staff like in order and working together is really going to be key. So I hope you that helped explain this diagram. I hope that helped maybe give you some clarity about where you are and where you want to go. Like I like to say, like, hey, like whatever you're doing, like whether it's golf or anything else, like look at this diagram and like see where you want to go. Like, maybe you're okay with like being on a roller coaster. Everybody's different. Maybe you're okay with dealing with that stiffness that keeps you up at night, or that irritates you during your golf round, and like you don't know when it's going to come, but it may. But maybe you're someone who really wants to be injury free, be as healthy and fit as you possibly can. You want to kick everybody's ass on the golf course, and you want to lower your handicap to as low as you can. You want to shoot your score, whatever that may be. Shoot your age, whatever that may be. This is a great tool to like kind of envision where you want to go. And yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to help you whatever level you're at. I'm open book. I just want to help you guys enjoy golf and then just live a healthy life as best as we can. So if you have questions about this, you can email me at the email below. Just reply to the email. You can send me a message, a text message, or give me a call at 813-489-9404. And look, I hope we can get you to injury-free stage. And yeah, so hope you guys have a great day. And thank you for watching this and watching it all the way through. Have a good night.